Hi guys, welcome to day 29 of McDougall's Maximum Weight Loss Challenge. So I have been out all morning doing shopping. I took one of my kiddos with me. My husband stayed at home on the couch with the other two kids. I don't think the kids were on the couch, just my husband. But anyways, so did a whole bunch of grocery shopping and need to do stuff in preparation for Thanksgiving that's coming up, but I need to go back out to the store because we couldn't find any Golden Delicious apples, and two of my boys, that's the only kind of apple they can eat, and I need them so I can make an apple pie this coming Wednesday. Anyways, so I'm home, so I'm going to eat quick, and so I'm having leftovers from last night. So there's beans and the rest of the tomatoes. So that's not the rest of the black beans, which is unfortunate because the tomatoes are like phenomenal with it. My 10-year-old said that the beans by themselves are kind of meh, but with the tomatoes really awesome. My husband obviously wouldn't really, both my son and I tried to convince my husband last night to try them with the tomatoes, which my husband doesn't like tomatoes, and he was not interested in doing that. But he put a little bit of hot sauce on his and a little bit of the Better Than bouillon, and then it was good. So just take it with a grain of salt. The black beans are maybe not the most flavorful, but in combination with the tomatoes, thumbs up. So anyway, I'm gonna go eat and then go back out to the store again, and hopefully this afternoon get some stuff taken care of in my kitchen to start on the process of making stuff for Thanksgiving, which I do ahead of time because I have to work at Thanksgiving time, so I don't have time to make stuff that day. So anyways, I'm gonna go and eat my lunch, and I will talk to you guys again later. I don't know what I'm making for supper yet, but it will be food, and I will share it with you, whatever it is. So alrighty guys, I will talk to you again later. Alrighty guys, so it is supper time, and I am going to make something from One Green Planet that is called, something like crispy sweet potato burgers or something along those lines. Super simplistic recipe, probably not the most McDougall friendly recipe simply because you use breadcrumbs in it, but I'm gonna make it anyway. So basically, I mean, really simple here, guys. So 1 large sweet potato, got this cleaned. It says that it's optional whether to peel it or not. I'm not going to peel it that way. So just chop it up into little chunks so that you can cook it. And then you need 1/2 cup of white rice. And it has you cooking them separately, and I don't understand why. So I'm going to cook them all together, seeing as I'm going to drain it all and I'm going to mash it together. I don't see any reason to cook those in 2 separate containers if I'm going to put them together. So anyway, I'm going to chop this up, put it in some water, 1/2 cup of rice. This is the rice that I have open right now. It says it's a sweet rice, whatever, it's rice, it's white. So I'm going to cook those 2 in some water on the stove for 20 minutes. That's what they both say, to cook both of them for 20 minutes. Again, why you wouldn't do it together when they're both 20 minutes, I don't know. So going to do that. And then the way we actually make our own breadcrumbs, and not out of bread either, to be honest with you. So we've always made breadcrumbs out of like brown rice cereal. So if you take about 1/2 of a box of brown rice cereal, we used to make a whole box at a time, but we don't need that much anymore. So anyway, 1/2 of a box of brown rice cereal. I'm going to put in a couple tablespoons of dried scallions. And I'm pretty sure you could just put bless you, Owen. I'm pretty sure that you could just put in some onion powder and it would be just fine. Not an issue at all. It does say to make Italian, or to use Italian breadcrumbs. So obviously what would be super easy is just go buy some Italian breadcrumbs at the store. Bless you, Owen. But yeah, it's not hard to make. Hi, kitty. I have an audience sitting right here. Anyway, I'm going to put 1/2 teaspoon of thyme, 1/2 teaspoon of oregano, and 1/2 teaspoon of basil into the breadcrumbs when I'm going to put it into, you can't see it, it's my food processor that's right there. So you just blend it together and it makes a nice little textured breadcrumb. It's like perfect for putting on anything. So first things first, going to go chop some stuff up and cook the sweet potato and the rice, and then make that the breadcrumbs, and then I will be back with you to talk about what to do with it when you've gotten that part done. So I'll be back in just a few minutes. Alright guys, so here are the sweet potatoes with the rice mixed in. So I'm going to mash this together to make it just mix together as well as possible. That was very easy to do. It cooked in the 20 minutes like it said that it would, no problems, easy. So basically what you do is you just mix this together as best as you can, mashed all up, and then you want to put in 1/2 cup of your breadcrumbs that you either have purchased or that you have made. Either way, I don't see how it makes any difference. So this is what that looks like. That looks pretty well squished. Okay, so we'll put in some breadcrumbs here, and then you're supposed to mix this, so you probably want a spoon rather than a potato masher at this point. we're gonna mix that up. It does also say in there that you may want to add a dash of salt at this point if you are interested in doing that. I am not going to do that at all for multiple reasons. One, McDougall says to put it on the surface of your food, not in your food, so okay, that's good to know. And then also because these are burgers and you're supposed to serve them with like tomato slices and pickles and all that good stuff. So if I put a little sprinkling of pickles across this, yeah, that's all the salt that you're gonna need. Or if I just use ketchup, that'll be fine too. So what you're supposed to do is form this into 4 separate little patty, well, balls to make into patties. And then you're going to put some of this onto, I'm just gonna put it on the cutting board that I've got already dirty. And then you just make it into a patty and put it down on the cutting board so that it gets some breadcrumbs on both sides. And then cook it in, it says fry it in oil. I'm actually going to just bake it in the oven I'm not going to bake it, I'm going to broil it on both sides. So probably broil it. I'm not actually sure for how long. I will let you know when I do it, but this needs to cool down first. This is way too hot for me to stick my hands in and make into patties and stuff. So I'm going to just spread it out a little bit so it's up against the sides, so it has the opportunity to cool down a little bit better. And then we'll make it into some burgers in probably about 15 minutes or so. But that's that for now, so I'll see you guys after we've got some burgers made. Alrighty guys, so supper is served. So I have some veggies, I got peas, and a burger. This is actually really quite good. I poked into a different burger already just to see if I wanted ketchup on it or not. But so it's really crunchy on the outside. What I ended up doing was putting it in the broiler for like, I believe it was a total of 8 minutes on the one side, then I took them out and flipped them, and then it was a total of about 8 minutes on the other side too, maybe six minutes on the other side. I just did it like in 3-minute increments, or about that. Oh, 11 minutes the first time, yeah, because it was 3, 5, 3, and then the next time it was 8 minutes, 3 and 5, yes. So just basically till it started getting brownish. So it's really crunchy on the outside, and the inside is like a complete gooey mess, like a mashed potato. It's actually really quite delicious. So I would highly recommend giving this a try if you want to. Like, let me show you. It's crunchy on the outside, but on the inside, it's a soggy potato. So you can't really see that. Sorry. Anyway, it is really gooey on the inside, but the flavor-wise, it's really good. I really am enjoying this. So anyway, it's time to eat. Got a little bit of ketchup, a little bit of pickles, some peas, and it's time to eat. So I'm gonna go do that. Yep, that's really good, especially with ketchup. Yum. Alright guys, you should try this one out. It's pretty good. I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye guys.